In our previous lesson, we combined positive and negative terms, which means we went over how to add and subtract. In this lesson, we're going to now do the other two operations of multiply and divide. And we also saw in that previous lesson that we had a quick process to get those done. And so when we're multiplying and dividing, we're going to see that we also have a rule. So let's begin with multiplying. Multiplying terms with positive and negative numbers can be done quickly using the following rules. Positive times a positive is positive. So positive 4 times positive 5 equals a positive 20. But now these next three rules are the new rules. Rule number 2. A negative times a positive is negative. Negative 4 times positive 5 equals negative 20. And rule number 3, a positive times a negative is negative. 4 times negative 5 equals negative 20. And this was the problem we did in our Activate Prior Knowledge when we showed that if we have 4 groups of negative 5 that we do get a negative 20 when it's all combined. Now important to see here is that these two cases are very similar. It's just about the order, and the nice thing we know about multiplication is that it doesn't matter which order you multiply in, that we can have a positive and a negative or a negative and a positive, and we still get the same answer of a 20 with a negative. 2 and 3 are related rules. Rule number 4. Negative times a negative is positive. Negative 4 times negative 5 equals a positive 20. So what we end up seeing here is that when did we get a positive answer? We got a positive answer when we had the same sign. Positive, positive, or negative, negative. And when do we get a negative answer? We get a negative answer when we have different signs. A negative times a positive, or a positive times a negative. So here is another way to think of these rules. Multiplying different signs gives a negative answer. Multiplying the same signs gives a positive answer. All right, and that's what our example shows with these 4 rules. We can break it down to, once again, taking a look at the signs. If they're different, we're going to have a negative answer. If we're multiplying 2 numbers with the same sign, then we're going to have a positive answer. Let's check for understanding. Which of the following multiplications will have a negative answer? How do you know? Multiplication A, negative 3 times negative 10. Multiplication B, positive 9 times negative 8. Multiplication C, negative 25 times negative 4. Multiplication D, negative 4 times positive 7. The multiplications blank will have a negative answer because multiplication B and multiplication D. The multiplications B and D will have a negative answer because negative answers come when we have different signs. So the numbers in B and D being multiplied have different signs. Here is a positive 9 and a negative 8. Here is a negative 4 and a positive 7. Taking a look at A and C, they are both multiplying with the same sign because they are both negative numbers being multiplied. A and C will have a positive answer.